Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is a what's in my travel makeup bag video. Now for the next 5 weeks, I will be traveling non-stop by air, by car. For the next 5 weeks, a hotel is gonna be my new place of residence. Although I just moved recently, you can see a different background. It was for naught because I won't be able to enjoy this place until pretty much October. But I wanted to show you guys what were some important things for me to bring with me while I travel. When you travel, of course, you know you can't bring the whole container. My whole beauty room cannot go with me. Although while you're traveling, you still want to look good. Now, I'm traveling for work, but the majority of this is things that I would take even if I was traveling for personal. The only thing I do differently typically when I'm traveling for personal is putting some lashes on, because if you guys know, I don't have any lashes. But I wanted to show you kind of what I take with me, because when you're traveling, you really want to have your favorites. So this is really about my pint-sized favorite products that I feel like are going to be my must packs for my travel. So I got my suitcase over here beside me because I literally leave Tuesday of this week, and I needed a bag that was gonna fit really well. Now this has been my travel makeup bag for the longest. I like it. It's very colorful though. I wanted something a little bit more demure. They're both from Sonia Kashuk. Majority of my travel bags are Sonia Kashuk. The one before this was Sonia Kashuk. Sonia Kashuk just makes some really good travel bags, and of course you can get this from Target. This is the black one. I really wanted gray. If you guys can see a theme kind of going on with me more recently, gray has become like my new favorite color. But I just picked this bag up yesterday, and I'm literally taking this stuff out now, and I have the items beside me that I'm going to show you that I'm going to pack with me on my upcoming trip. Now first, for skincare, I don't bring the whole regimen. You guys know I love my Pond's dry skin cream. With travel, I just can't bring that big container, so you want to keep things very pint-sized. So I got the Cetaphil General Skin Cleanser, and this is what that looks like. It's of course under that 3 ounces. That works well for travel, so I like to use that, and of course the washcloths that come in the room, as well as the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes, the travel size. So I always kind of keep this with me when I am traveling. Now my travel size deodorants and lotions, that's in my normal suitcase, but today we're focusing on more my travel makeup related products. So the Neutrogena wipes work really good in that travel size. The Cetaphil cleanser, it's not my CeraVe. You guys know I love my CeraVe hydrating cleanser. When I'm on the road, I just really need something that's small. So next, the question is, what do I bring if I don't bring my Pond's dry skin cream? Now I bring this mini size of the MAC strobe cream. This is very mini size. You guys know, if you ever checked out online for MAC, they give you the option of getting 1 complimentary free product. I always get the strobe cream because it's easy to travel with. Like I literally always choose that. You get the like the mini mascaras and all that. I really just like the strobe cream as my moisturizer. So after I get done cleansing my face and washing it in the morning with that Cetaphil cleanser, then I go in with my strobe cream that works as my moisturizer. It's really a good primer, but it has that feel that it works really well as a moisturizer. I'm gonna put the bag right here. Now I'm gonna pack the rest of the stuff in the order in which I do my makeup typically. So first, I typically always do my brows. Of course, it's going to be the NYX brow pencil in chocolate. Why would I not? I use this in my regular life. It's compact enough to come with me in my travel life. I mean, this is the pencil of all pencils. I used to spend that $17 on that Anastasia. Why, when you can spend $9.99 and get the same exact thing? The spoolie on the end. For me, my brows are more so about taming. I've always said that the hairs are pretty much there. They just like to be everywhere. This comb tames those. So that's why I love the NYX in the chocolate. I do fill in my brows a little bit. You guys have seen me do that in my brow tutorial video. But this pencil is everything, along with my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. That's what I like to use for cleaning up my brows. I use this as a lighter shade and then go in with my foundation as a darker shade to kind of make it all blend so my brows aren't stark light. I think this works really well. I've used the MAC Studio Finish Concealer forever as my brow cleanup. Don't use this as a real concealer though, because it is too heavy for me. It's way too much for me. Now again, like I said, my brows like to be unruly, so it's more so about holding them things in place. Maybelline Great Flash, the clear lash gel, has been my lash gel of life since, I don't know, early college, maybe even high school. This keeps my brows in place, but then I top it with a wax, the e.l.f. wax pencil. And a lot of things I'm saying are super affordable. I mean, this is under $6. The e.l.f. pencil is under $4. So again, very cheap products, but this is the e.l.f. brow wax. It's super dirty because I typically put it on top of my brows after I've done my concealer, so it gets kind of dirty. But again, these two together, really love them for really holding them brows in place. So they go with me, period. When I'm traveling, it feels like when my brows want to act up the absolute most. Now, when I travel for work, it's about 50-50 if I do my eye makeup. I don't really require a golden eye when I travel for work, but sometimes you do want to kind of look jazzy. Say you're going out, say there's a special occasion that night, say it's a career fair, and then that career event, there's a dinner or something going on. I work in recruiting, if you guys don't know, and recruiting is about, you know, being presentable and really selling your company. And when you sell your company, it's about 50-50 on if I need all that eye makeup on. But if I do travel, and this is period, whether it's for work or personal, this Huda Beauty palette has been my go-to. It has been the win. It's the GOAT, really, of all palettes. It's everything in one. I mean, I love a gold eye. I keep it very basic with my eye look. You can call me a basic Betty, and I won't be mad at you because I do keep it the same. I just did the DMX challenge here on Instagram as I'm filming this. It's August as you're watching this. Hopefully it's not too late in the year. I'm filming this before I leave on my travels, but who knows if I'm going to be able to edit during my travels like that. But I realized I do a lot of the same makeup look. So I did the DMX challenge. I realized I wear a lot of color tube hairs and I need to stop that. And I do a lot of the same makeup look. But what's wrong with doing what you know? What I know is a good golden eye. This palette has my crease color I need. It has my transition color. It has the lid shades all in one. When I travel, it's really not time for experimentation either. It's not time to bring my newest kind of product. My newest kind of product that I just recently bought is the Jackie Aina palette. Oh my gosh, I really like this palette. This is what I used on my eyes today. My first time using it, I did create like a golden look, and I know she has a lot of purples in here and a lot of, you know, experimental colors. I like this, and I think this would work so well for somebody for traveling and all of that. But for me, it's just missing a transition color. That's the one thing I wish it kind of had. This I tried to put right here today, and it was just a little too dark for me. I do like the Soft Glow palette by Anastasia though. If you guys can notice, I killed this palette. If it had burnt orange in here, I think it would change the game for me. If this palette had burnt orange, because I love the lid shades on it, it would probably be my go-to travel if I needed a larger palette. Right now, I couldn't probably travel solely with this palette just because it just doesn't have that transition color for me. But I think if you're like 2 octanes a little bit darker than me, then I think ginger is going to be your go-to transition color. If you're kind of a little bit darker skinned than me, you're gonna love this palette. But I love this palette, and it's gonna be my go-to at home palette for now. I'm just gonna have to use burnt orange from the Soft Glam palette to kind of work with this. But this isn't about that palette. This is just to say palettes like these work really well for travel, but it's not time to experiment. Like, that's why I'm not packing Jackie Aina. I haven't had time to play around with the Jackie Aina palette. I had plenty of time to play around with the Huda Beauty palette, and I know it works really well for me in traveling. So the next thing is mascara, of course. I love travel size mascaras. I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex travel size and the Benefit Roller Lash in travel size. Both of these are coming with me because one of them is running low. Don't know which one is which, and I don't want to be surprised on the journey because, again, I have no lashes, so mascara is really going to be my go-to thing. Now, typically, if I'm traveling for personal, I do pack lashes with me. Lashes and lash glue are always a go-to. Typically, I reuse a lot of my lashes too when traveling, so I can get away with maybe 2 pairs on a 4-day type of a trip situation. So again, lashes aren't going with me specifically for this trip, so I'll leave it in this bag. But again, I would have lashes as my next step when I am traveling for personal. Next, I move on to foundation. Foundation, you guys know this has been my favorite foundation probably of the year. If I do a favorites end of year video, NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation gonna be on the list. Love this foundation to death. Probably talked about this in my last 3 makeup related videos because it just deserves it. There's no other foundations going with me. It's just this foundation. There's no reason for any other competition. As well as concealer for this trip is going to be the MAC 24 Hour Studio Fix Smooth Wear Concealer. I have been loving loving this. I don't know if I've talked about this in a video, but this is all I've been using. I actually have it in 2 shades. I bought it in NC42 at first. It was way too light for me, surprisingly, so I bought it in NC44. Love this concealer. It's what I have on today. Most everything I'm talking about today is what I have on, other than the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I did use today is Jackie Aina. Didn't use this today, but again, pretty much everything I'm talking about is what I have on today, as well as the next phase of the process, which is my Fenty Beauty contour stick. This is the contour stick I use. I love this for contouring. I am in the shade Truffle for contouring with this stick. And I also like to go over it with a powder just to set it, to make sure everything's tight and held together. If it's a long day, I don't like to just use a cream. Even though I'm dry skin, I am a dry skin person, so a lot of products don't move around on my face. That's why you won't see a setting powder in this video. But I do need to set some of my cream contours just in case it's a super hot day. We don't know what's going to happen. Some movements can happen. I love the Anastasia powder, bronzer, and cappuccino. Now, I just talked about not needing a powder, but I forgot about my under eye powder. I do like to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and this is the mini version of it. Of course, you guys know the bigger, rounder version that they have. This is the mini travel size version of this, and of course, I do like to use this for traveling. My next thing is my blush palette. With blushes, I like to have options when I travel, so palettes work best. This e.l.f. palette is what, under $7? I believe it's $6. You get a lot of shades. This is the dark version. I do have the light and dark. I tend to go for the dark more because I think the light is, of course, made for more fair skin tones, whereas dark works well for us, and especially good for fall as we enter into the fall season. Next, for highlight, I don't really take a palette for highlight. I like to take a single highlighter. This is MAC Oh Darling highlighter. Really like this as well. I have it on today, and it's not blinding. When I travel for work, you know, you don't need to be blinding them with the highlight. You don't need to do all that. Just keep it demure, and that's what I like about this. This is a very demure. So MAC Oh Darling. Also, for travel times, I always use a mini size of the MAC Fix Plus. It's been a staple of pretty much the whole YouTube game for the last few years. Love this. This is the Fix Plus. I sometimes use this too as a primer. Since I'm not packing really a primer, I can use the strobe cream and then spray this on afterwards, and then spray it on at the end to finish the whole look. Then lastly, we have lips. It's the same combo I use here. Again, I don't like to be experimental with my makeup. I like to kind of use what works best for me in a normal day-to-day life. I'm not wearing purple lipstick day-to-day, so why am I going to pack purple lipstick? Gonna bring MAC Chestnut lip liner. Have used this for years. Love this lip liner. I'm gonna bring Anastasia Sepia. You guys get tired of me saying this. I own probably 100 lipsticks total. Use this all the time. Have it on today. It's what I love. It's what works best for me. It's natural looking. I'm going for a natural look. Like, I have my French nails done right now because I'm trying to look very much so, you know, natural and professional. That's the look I'm trying to go for these next 5 weeks. So this is gonna go with me. Should have bought another one during the Sephora VIB surprise sale they had, but didn't. What I've been loving recently with it though is putting a lipstick in the middle of it too, to kind of tone it down. It is a very fall kind of color, so sometimes you need to kind of tone it down just a wee bit so it's not, you know, wow, it's not screaming at you. And I like to use NYX lipstick in blush, or the Maybelline Truffle Tease. They're both kind of lighter shade lipsticks. They're just light enough. You kind of see their kind of skin tone, just enough to kind of lighten up the look a little bit. I also bring brushes, but not as many brushes as I typically have at the home. You know, I would need a little brush for carving out my brows, my crease brush, a basic blush brush. This is from Morphe, Sigma. A lot of these, my highlighter brush is from Sigma. My contour brush is from Sigma. These are some e.l.f. brushes. This is Eco Tools for my Laura Mercier product. But the real product, the real superstar I wanted to talk about is another product I picked up from Target. I actually own a couple of these in the house, but I wanted to have some to go with me on the road as well, and they are the Sonia Keshuk makeup blenders. These are amazing. These, I don't know what made me buy them. Like a couple months ago, I actually saw them in stores. I was like, oh, that's new, let me get them. I used to be a Sonia Keshia brush fan. I really haven't been in a while just because they were super expensive. But these blenders were $5 for individuals. They are, I believe, $7 to $8 for a two together pack like that. Don't know why I didn't buy a 2 together pack. I think because they had a gray and they didn't have a gray in the solo package. So I was like, let me just get the gray one. So again, these brushes, Sonia Keshia, to me, better than the Beauty Blender. Better than the Beauty Blender, which is $17 to $18. It's better than the Real Technique sponge. Sonia Keshia put her foot. She did something with this. She went off with these makeup blenders. So I'm gonna pack these with me, and for this is a one-stop shop. You can put your foundation, your concealer, and your contour on with one product. That's why I don't have as many brushes, and I don't have to take as many brushes as if you have a foundation brush, a separate concealer brush, and all that. It's kind of one-stop shop, and that is my travel makeup bag. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm trying to still look like myself while looking a little better than my normal self. If you guys watched my most recent vlog, I think my travel vlog where I was going from place to place at work, you kind of saw my makeup routine. But if you ever want to see me sit down and do my makeup routine here, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't enjoy it. We want all the love and support over here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of this good content. Now, who knows when this content is gonna come? My schedule's gonna be all over the place, but if you stay locked in, at least you'll get notifications. Turn that bell on as well, because I've gotten notifications recently that some of you guys aren't knowing when I upload, and that's a problem, and we want to alleviate that problem by you turning on that bell. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89, so if you don't see me in videos, you can at least see me in real time and know what's going on behind the scenes. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.